real friends. How many of us? How many of us? How many jealous? Real friends.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel and episode 8 of Let's Talk About It. I'm so sorry this video is late. I have been on vacation, and you can check out my Instagram post and you can see of all the things I got up to in Mallorca. This video is going to be about YouTube friendships, social media friendships, and just friendships in general, because I kind of want to make sure that everybody can relate to it some way or another. So yeah, let's get into it. So even though this is kind of like a rant video, I am going to be intelligent about it, because I am not ignorant of the fact that YouTube is the bed that I made, that I'm now lying in. So I'm not trying to burn any bridges. I'm just really sharing my experiences and just kind of telling you the real of the real situation, because some of you guys just have this misconception of what it means to be online famous or YouTube famous or to be a YouTube guru, and I kind of just want to let you guys know that not all that glitters is gold. Okay, so let's get straight into it. One more thing, if you guys think that I'm talking about somebody, I probably am not, so don't be writing names in the comment section. It's not that deep, it's not about that. I just really want to share my experience with you guys and let you know the real damn thing. So let's get into it. So I am a naturally friendly and open person, whether you're black, white, Indian, Asian, small, tall, fat, skinny, disabled, homeless, whatever it is. I really love people, and I believe that everybody has a story, and I just am so interested in hearing people's story and where they're coming from. So because I'm that naturally, I'm going to be consistent whoever I meet, whoever I'm around. I'm not going to change who I am depending on my environment. So before going on YouTube, I used to watch like a few other UK YouTubers doing their thing, and if I wanted to learn a few things, I would go on YouTube to watch it. I thought what they was doing was amazing. Did I ever want to become a YouTuber? No. The only reason I really came on YouTube was because I was meant to review a hair company, and they wanted a video, so I was like, do you know what, okay, I'll go in there. Of course, on Instagram, people were like, oh, Breeny, yeah, you should make videos, and I was just like, yeah, maybe, but I never really had any intention to do it. But because of this hair review, it kind of opened up the door for me to start YouTube, and because I made one video, people wanted to see more, and that's how I kind of got onto YouTube. But I never really wanted to be a YouTuber. I admired the people that did it. I admired their talent. I admired their commitment to YouTube, and I was just not that person. If you guys have been following me for a long time, you guys will realise that only this year I started getting consistent. Before, I was making videos here, there, and everywhere, and I wasn't like literally like into it at all. I was just like, you know what, I'll make videos when I want, and if you guys want to see something, let me know, and I'll do it. But I started blogging in 2010 as in a written blog, as in a style blog, where I would take pictures of my style, and that used to be called The Old Scrapbook. If you guys know me from my blog, hey. Then I progressed on Tumblr, and I was sort of one of those like Tumblr famous girls with like notes on their pictures and stuff. And yeah, that's where I actually met like It's My Ray Ray. She's so cool. Shout out Ray Ray if you're watching. But yeah, I met like people like It's My Ray Ray. I dressed myself, and it was really fun, and it was organic, and it was just like nice little community. So after Tumblr, I kind of progressed onto Instagram. I was one of the last people to actually get Instagram, because I used to use Instagram before Instagram was Instagram. I used to use Instagram to edit my photos so that I can put my photos on Facebook, because I had these cool filters. I was like, hey, nobody knows about Instagram, let me edit my photos on this. And they were so cool and stuff. And then I realised one day that somebody had actually liked my photo, and I was like, liked? Why is he looking at all of my 300 of the same selfies with different filters? I was like, no, I'm so embarrassed. And I was just like, no, I'm getting off Instagram. And then when it became an actual social media platform, I kind of was like, no, I don't really want to go back on Instagram. And then people were like, Breeny, you don't have an Instagram. And you, of all people, my friends were like, Breeny, you don't have an Instagram. Like, come on, what are you waiting for? So I was just like, you know what, I'll give in. Let me just go on Instagram, whatever. It seemed pretty cool. So over time, obviously, I built my following up and stuff. Over that time, of course, I had like a Twitter. That's where I kind of feel like I made the friends with the bigger YouTubers. And I'm not sure why they wanted to follow little old me, but I guess it was because they liked my style, or that they just liked me or whatever. They would follow me back, and that's how I kind of am friends with most of the people that I'm friends with on YouTube. And that's like me. Like, I look out, I don't care how many followers you have. If if I like your style, if I like your vibe, if I like what you're doing, I'm going to follow you, I'm going to shout you out, I'm going to big you up, I'm going to be like, whoa, yeah, go on. Not because you have 10,000 followers, just because what you're doing is consistent and it's good. So yeah, back to the point. Yeah, so over the years, we would like, the YouTubers that I've met and started talking to would see each other at events and stuff, and it was cool, and we would say hey. But I remember my first time going to an event, and I met some YouTubers that I kind of admired, and I was just like being me. I was like, oh hi, yeah, whatever, cool, whatever, like thinking that it will be the same vibe as meeting one of your friends, like your real life friends, like, oh hi, what's up, what's going on, whatever. That's who I am naturally. And I kind of was met with a bit of coldness, and that's when I really realized that the people that are so confident in front of a one camera, like I am doing right now, are completely different in real life and in front of a real crowd. Like some people were going on like they were like shy or scared or insecure, and like to some people that may come across as standoffish or like stuck up, but me, I could see right through it. I was like, yo, I thought you was confident. Like I see you in front of a camera, you're excited, you're confident, you're doing your thing, and it's like when I meet you in real life, it's like you're like a wet rag, like wah, wah. Like you're just like so limp. And I'm just like, this is weird. And they may be different now, but this was probably like 4 years ago. And I remember when I was in front of a camera, I was completely opposite. I was more boring in front of a camera and more lively in real life. And I prefer to be lively in real life. Do you know what I mean? Because that's reality. In front of a camera, you can be whoever the hell you want. Like, it's just you and the camera. But in real life situations, can you really carry yourself? And I feel like a lot of YouTubers have not learnt that people skill that is so important, to be relatable and to be open, you know? And that's why I find myself sometimes defending my friends that people say, oh no, she's stuck up. And I'm like, no, she's not stuck up. She's just shy. And I'm like, and they can't make the link between being YouTube famous and being open and out there, but in real life being like shy and timid or like stuck up. If you're trying to become a YouTuber, make sure you're a likable person first. Forget talent. People buy into people. People don't necessarily buy into talent. I mean, they'll buy the products and stuff, but they won't buy into you. If you really want to be bought into, be authentic, be real, be open, be friendly. But anyway, yeah, the discovery was so interesting to me. And I remember like hanging out with a group of YouTubers, and I was just like, this is not as fun as it looks on Instagram. Like, this is boring. Like, I was just like, yo, get me out of here. Because it's just like, I'm just like a real person. Like, if we're gonna have fun, let's have real fun. Not like, like we're having an okay time, and then when the camera comes on, fun time, yeah, we're having a party. We're having a good time. Snapchat goes off. Yeah, so what happened was, yeah, like, do you know what? Like, if you're gonna be someone like this, be the same somebody like this. You know what I mean? Just be consistent with your personality. Don't change. And so I remember I had been to like a few meetups, and I just felt like it was so pretentious and just not my thing. So I remember I was invited to a dinner with other YouTubers to meet up and stuff, and I was just like to myself, do I really want to go through this again? Do I really want to be bored? It's not like it's boring. It's just like it's not like a real connection. Like it's not like a real connection. And I don't know, maybe I'm asking, maybe I was expecting too much, but I was expecting something more genuine than what it was. So I was contemplating to myself, should I really go to this dinner? And I'm glad I went, because in the end I ended up meeting some really cool people. But I'm just not with the fakeness. Like, I'm not with the reality versus Instagram. Do you know what I mean? I want something that's going to be consistent and real. So my problem with social media is that it's fake. And when I say fake, it's because people are fake. And when I say fake, I'm talking about pretentious, as in it's all about image. It's very, very shallow. It's all about what you look like on the outside. If you really think about it, some people wouldn't be friends with some people if they didn't look the way that they looked, and if they wasn't like Instagrammable. You know, you have food that's Instagrammable. You know, you have clothing that's Instagrammable, and you have faces that are Instagrammable as well. Like, we have become so very pretentious to the point where it's like, I follow you because you have 400,000 followers, or I follow you because you're pretty, or I follow you because you look like me, or I follow you because you talk like me, or I follow you because you act like me. And of course, this is not the majority of people, but a lot of Insta famous people think like this. So it's like high school. You have the cool kids, which I cannot stand. You have the pretty girls, which I can say I'm a part of. Joking. I am not part of any cliques. I am such a floater. Like, I float everywhere. Like, I don't get like trapped into any clique. You may look at me and think I'm like the makeup girl or hair girl or whatever. I'm not part of any cliques. I'm literally, I F with everyone. Yeah, like, I'm down with anyone apart from like the cool kids who think that their shit don't stink. Like, they're just so hipster, or so Afrocentric. They're so retro that just because they've been stuck in a time machine, they think they're above everybody else. Those are the people that I cannot stand, okay? I won't even go into it because I will not. But then you have the wannabe famous, where you have the arse out, tits out, fanny out, everything out, just thotting for the gram. Like, child, you want to be famous that bad, honey? Why don't you put your clothes on? No, but like, they'll do anything for the likes, child. Those ones I'm not mad at. I just feel sorry for them. Like, I feel sorry that they want to get attention that way. And any one of you have contemplated being one of those girls, please, it's not worth it. You'll get the likes, but you'll lose the respect. And I don't know about you, but I'd rather be respected than liked. That's my thing. Do you know what I mean? And the funny thing is, all the people that I named, we all grew up on YouTube together. So we all started from the bottom, now we're here. Do you know what I mean? So we all kind of started from the same point, and we've all got to the points of where we are. And it's just funny how followers change people. You really see what people are made of when they get a few thousand followers, you know? So that's the shit I don't like. Do not obsess over Instagram likes and affirmation. Being Instagram famous is not as fun as it looks, because it's like a never-ending cycle. You post one photo, you get the likes, get the affirmation, then your likes go down, your notifications go down, then you have to post another one to keep the momentum going. And you're just like on a Ferris wheel going round and round and round, trying to chase this false reality. And it's like, if you base your self-esteem upon the amount of likes in your photo, you're going to be the most miserable person in the world, because it changes. 1 minute people like you, literally 1 minute they like you, and next minute they don't. One day you have 2,000 likes, next day you have 500. Do you know what I mean? It just changes. So don't base your self-esteem over how many people like your photos. And I'm talking to myself right now because I've been that. I'm like,
you're tripping. Where are my likes at? Where are the likes at? The picture bangs. Where are the likes?
But then I'm just like, hold on a second. Why am I opening my feelings? It's just Instagram. But that's what we have to tell ourselves. It's just Instagram. But the thing is, people take it so seriously. But if you take it that seriously, you'll have like 500k and you're still lonely. You'll have 600k and you can't find one person to talk to when you're going through something. You'll have 700k and you're feeling suicidal. You'll have 800,000 and you're still feeling unfulfilled. It's like, when does it stop? When does it end? And I'm not saying this is everybody's experience, but it really, really could be, right? It really could be you. That could be you, especially if you're chasing the followers, if you're chasing the likes and stuff. That could easily be you. I personally use Instagram to promote myself and to promote other things. I use it as a business, and I don't feel bad about saying I use it as a business, because I'm telling you this right now. If I wasn't who I am, I would not have social media. My sister does not have social media. She lives a very happy life. Not that I'm not happy, but it's just a lot of pressure. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of pressure to look the part. There's a lot of pressure to be the part. There's a lot of pressure to even just put videos out consistent. There's a lot of pressure to keep your Instagram post up. There's a lot of pressure that, if I can be honest, if you don't need social media, then you can do without it. But let me get back to the point. I have to hold my hands up and say I have been so guilty of looking past somebody's shitty character because they were beautiful, or they were pretty, or they had hundred thousands of followers, or they looked good with me, or they were a good look for me. Do you know what I mean? I've been that shallow person. So what I'm saying is, I'm talking from experience, and I don't want to be that person anymore. They were a good look, but they was dry as burnt toast. Like, their personality was crap. they were not nice people, they didn't treat people right, but they were pretty. And that's why people say like some of the prettiest people have the ugliest hearts, and you can't see that on Instagram because you can actually filter away a ugly heart, because pretty people get the most privilege in life. Like, you could be, that's why people don't associate crimes like murder with someone that is outwardly beautiful. There is an advantage to being beautiful, but because it's so surface, you can feel neglected. But that's a separate video that I'm not even going to go into. I can talk about the pros and cons of being beautiful and realizing that it's not all that it's cracked up to be, because people are with you for this. For all of the years, like, they're not with you for this. Like, they're not with you for the heart. They're with you for what it looks like on the outside, that you make them look good. It's like having a trophy wife. It's like having a trophy girlfriend. I have been guilty of staying friends with people because they look good or they make me look good. But they don't check for me when I'm offline. They don't check for me if I'm going through something. They don't even say a quick hi. Do you know what I mean? They're not really there. And I've been in friendships, forget social media for a minute. I've been in friendships where like people thought we were like best of friends and stuff, and because they always saw her on my like Instagram or in photos or my Snapchat or whatever, they used to think we were best friends. But I could not count on this girl for nothing. And I used to be so upset because I could never count on her for anything. I couldn't count on her to be around when my granddad passed, when my auntie died. Did she even know about it? Did she give me her condolences? No, she didn't. And for years, I was trying to make her into something that she isn't. And right now, where I am right now is like, okay, if you're not going to be that for me, then cool. If you still want to be in my life, hang around, but I'm not going to try and be deep with you. I'll keep it as shallow as you are. And like I said, I can admit it and say I've been guilty of doing that and being very shallow. But I'm not going to do it anymore because I'm wiser. And my new philosophy is, if I don't like you as a person, which is okay not to like everyone. Not everyone is for everyone. And sometimes you're just not compatible. And like, my new philosophy is, if I don't like you, I'm not going to go out of my way to hang out with you. I don't care what it looks like for Snapchat. I don't care what it looks like on social media. It can look like I'm the loneliest person ever. I don't care. But the fact that I can now have peace and know that what I'm doing now is real and that I'm being real to myself, I can sleep at night. I'm cool with that. I don't need people to think that I have 100 friends or I'm like the most liveliest person. The people in my life right now, I can say, the people that you see me around, I can say it's genuine. It's all real. And the thing is, you can't base a relationship off of the superficials, because that's all it's ever going to be, superficial. And you can't try and expect more from that relationship because it's not that. How many of you guys have those friends where you're like, you barely know them, like they're the ones that you'll go like raving with every weekend, but you can't call them in times of need. You can't have a deep conversation with them. They're just who they are. They're the party friends. They're the friends you go out with for dinner. You're the friends you go out with to brunch or to lunch, but they're never going to be anything more than that, because that's just what it is. And that's what you built your friendship on. And I remember there's a time where I was supposed to go out with this particular friend, and I didn't really feel like it was going to be fun or exciting. I don't know if you guys have been able to tell by this video. I love fun stuff. I'm an adventure. I love doing adventurous things. I like just being wild and free, carefree, not caring about what I look like. I just like being fun and out there. Anyway, back to the point. There was a time where I was going to go out with someone to eat. It was on a Sunday, and I was just like, I don't really want to go out with this person, but it will look good for like Snapchat or maybe a photo on Instagram. I came to myself and I was just like, forget it, I'm going home. Like, I don't want to go out. I don't want to go out with her. And I don't care about Instagram or social media at this moment. I care about what's now true for me at this moment. I said to myself, if Instagram or Snapchat didn't exist, would I still want to go out with this person? If the answer is no, bye-bye. I mean, come on, how many of you guys are actually guilty of going out just because you want to put on Snapchat and look like you have a life? But it's funny because how many of us can be honest that we only sometimes do things or go places because it looks good for other people? Like, we're constantly just so aware of how we're being perceived or what other people think of us and stuff. And I'm just over it. I'm just like over it. We dismiss people's characters and who they truly are because of something that we feel like we can gain from them. Like, maybe your friend has really, really bad time management and he always lets you down last minute, but he has a Ferrari and you're like, yo, this would look good for Snapchat though. This will look good for Snapchat, though. And you're like, all right, let's go. Or how many of you guys have a girl that's super pretty, all the guys like, and you know if you go out to her with her to the club, you'll get free drinks all night. But at the same time, she's like always talking behind your back, isn't there for you, but she has the image that you want, and you are benefiting something from her. And it's so sad when you think about it. And I'm saying the extremes. The guy has a Ferrari, the girl's pretty or whatever. But it can be small things like you may not like someone, but because it's someone to go out with. Like maybe you don't have a lot of friends and it's just someone to go out with on a weekend. But deep down you know that the person isn't really the best of friends, but you just go out with them anyway. I don't know. I'm not in everybody's situation, but I can speak for myself how it's not as real as it looks. And like with social media and everything, sometimes we form relationships based on our similarities. So we both do YouTube. We both got the same amount of followers. We basically associate ourselves with people that we seem like we are like. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when you start to base your friendship on solely that, that's when it can kind of stop at that. So don't try and think that, oh, maybe they should check for me when something's happened to me or whatever. Don't put expectations on friendships that are just like that, you know? But there are some people that you meet on YouTube who you connect with deeper than the superficial. And I'm so thankful. I know this sounds like I'm so ungrateful for like Instagram and social media. I'm so thankful for the opportunities that social media has given me and the platform that it's put me on and able to connect with you guys and to speak my mind and do whatever the hell I like. I love the freedom of social media because you can be whoever you want to be. But you have to realize that social media is constructed, it's organized, it's exaggerated, it's elaborate. That is kind of part of the problem. Like you can lie on social media, you can exaggerate, you can elaborate, you can fabricate, you can create whatever the hell you like. It's basically The Sims. I used to love Sims back in the day. I was complaining to my hairdresser the other day and I was just like, Instagram is so fake. And he's like, Breeny, we all know Instagram's fake. And I was just like, hold on, light bulb moment. And for me, it was like a light bulb moment, as in, like, why am I trying to be a realist when everybody has already got the memo? Like, Instagram's fake, hello. And I'm here trying to wrap my brain, trying to think, why the you lying? Why you always lying? My God, stop lying. Like, why am I trying to be the one to be like, this is fake, you're lying, you're not where you say you are, this is not how you got what you have. Like, why am I trying to do equations and stuff when everyone's got the memo that it's fake? Why am I trying to be real? So my thing is this, yeah, with people, I'm going to be real with people who are real with me, and I'm going to be fake with people who are fake with me. And that's not me changing who I am, that's me adapting to what it is. The reality of the matter is some people are going to be fake and some people are going to be real. So be fake with the people that are fake and be real with the people that are real. And everyone that looks like good friends or besties online, it's not always the case, alright? So just because you see them smiling up with each other, making videos together, posting photos online, you don't know that that person cannot stand the person. Especially if the person is an opportunist and they feel like they can get something from being with that person. They're gonna fake it. They'll all fake it, but when they're at home, you're like, I can't stand this person. I don't really like her. I don't really like him, but I mean, he's doing something for me. So I just feel like on social media, there's a lot of users. There's not a lot of genuine people. But once you find the people that are genuine, hold on to them. Like I've made a lot of good friends on social media. We may not speak all the time. We may not even have each other's numbers. But real recognize real at the end of the day. I connect with people's essence. I've just got rid of all the shallowness. Deep down, under the shallowness of what it appears, when people are talking like on YouTube and stuff, I feel their essence. I connect to that. That's what's real to me. That's what I connect to. If I only connect to your face, or if I only connect to your weave, or if I only connect to your makeup, if I only connect to your clothing, that is so shallow. Because once all of that is gone, what do I even like about you? What can I say that I actually like about you as a person, you know? But again, social media is an exaggerated reality. Don't believe everything you see. And I said on Twitter the other day, if you want something real, go and hang with your real friends, your real family, people that you can actually feel and touch and that have been there before the whole of social media. So you can actually connect to something that is real to you. And I love social media, but last year I took a week off social media, and I promise you guys that it was one of the best things to ever happen to me. I literally went out to London Bridge. I walked on the bridge for hours. I literally walked, and I took in the sun. I took in how beautiful London really is. But sometimes we spend most of our time like this. We literally just spend our time on the phone, looking down, while life passes us by. When you're not so focused on capturing everything with a phone, you can capture things with your soul, with your heart. You can really connect to things. And I don't know, maybe it's because I'm sentimental and I like things that are organic, and like I love nature and stuff. Honestly, sometimes social media can cause anxiety. And if you can, like, honestly, if I wasn't who I was, I wouldn't have social media and I would enjoy my life a lot better than I do now, because I wouldn't have to take pictures of my food. I wouldn't have to take selfies every single day. I wouldn't have to make sure I'm not wearing the same outfit twice a week, you know? The week I had off, I didn't have to take outfit of the days. I didn't have to take a picture of my food, you know? I had real conversations with real people, with real eye contact. And deep down, those are the things that I genuinely cherish and hold dear to me. So all of this fake stuff, like, I'm like so over it. I'm so done with it. And the thing is, like, I held on to the possibility of, like, maybe me knowing somebody is maybe gonna help me, you know? But I realized that God promotes me and nobody else. I don't need to be surrounded by fake people to get ahead in life. To be very honest, you are going to be surrounded by fake people, because that's just life. Even if it's not online, it's going to be in the industry that you want to go into, and just knowing how to deal with it. And I feel like I've given you guys a tip. Be fake with the people that are fake, and be real with the people that are real, so that you're not racking your brain trying to figure out how could they do this to me, because they're fake. That's what fake people do, you know? So I had a lot more to say, but I feel like this is the longest video ever, and I kind of just want to wrap it up here, and I hope you guys were inspired. Shout out all the people that you know, that I know, that we are cool with, we're friends and stuff, and shout out to the people that I'm yet to meet. And yeah, I'm just really excited about this YouTube journey and meeting real people. And I'm rambling on right now. I would encourage everybody to take a break from social media, even if for a day, even if for an hour. And if Instagram is hurting your feelings or causing you anxiety, or you're comparing yourself to too many people, because we all have it, from the biggest to the least. Even Kim Kardashian must do it. Yeah, she must be comparing herself to models and be like, I wish I was thinner, because you know Kim wants to be thin. Anyway, but we all have the comparison issue, and I want to make a video about comparisons. What do you think? It happens to all of us, the best of us and the worst of us. So take a break from social media, and just like taking what's real, taking the things that are real, you know, nature, trees, dogs, your family. Like your family are passing. They're not going to be here forever. Your grandparents or whatever. Just be present, be in the moment. And yeah, I hope I see you guys next week Sunday on my new video. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys later. Mwah. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe.